Hi, I'm Chef Asito with Small Bites Adventure Club, and today we are going to cut it up. We are working on knife skills with this fun adventure kit. Knives are tools that we use in the kitchen to chop up and process our food. It's important that you learn how to use a knife so that you can stay safe. Today we're working on our knife skills. We're going to learn the parts of a knife, how to hold a knife safely, and then we'll practice cutting with our knives. The first thing you need to know is which hand is your dominant hand, because that's the hand you're going to hold your knife in. Your dominant hand is going to be the hand you use when you write, to hold a pencil, a pen, or if you're coloring, to hold a crayon or marker. This is the hand that I use to write with, so this will be the hand that I use to hold a knife. My non-dominant hand will be the hand that's used to hold the fruits or vegetables that I'm cutting. Let's go over the parts of our knives. This is your cutting edge, or blade. You want to keep your fingers away from the blade. This is the tip of the knife. This is the bolster, and this is the handle. In order to properly hold your knife with your dominant hand, pinch it right here, wrap your fingers around the handle, and you are good to go. The knife that we're using today is a nylon serrated knife. Nylon is the material that the knife is made out of, and serrated refers to this jagged edge that you see, that is our cutting edge. Even though this knife is not made out of metal like the knives you may have in your kitchen at home, it's still a real knife, and we've got to practice using it carefully and give it the respect it deserves. We're going to practice two kinds of cuts today with our knife. We're going to do the claw and saw, and we're going to do the bridge knife cut method. The first thing we want to do is practice sawing, because that motion back and forth with your knife is what's going to be used to slice in both of the knife cuts. Let's start with our claw and saw technique. I'm going to take a round fruit, like this apple, and practice my claw and saw. First, I'll place the apple on the cutting board. Then I'll make a claw, like a big eagle claw with my hand. That way I can hold that apple in place so that it's nice and still. Next, with my knife hand, I can saw back and forth to slice through the apple while I hold the apple still with my claw hand. Here's the claw and the saw. There we go. The great thing about cutting our round fruit in half is that now we have two flat surfaces to make this apple even safer to cut. Watch this. When I put the flat surfaces down on the cutting board, it's no longer a roly-poly apple, and it's much easier to cut. Let's do the bridge cut for the next part of slicing our apples. I can make my hand into a bridge, just like this, to hold the apple still. And then my knife goes under the bridge, like a train. And I just saw back and forth until my apple is cut into quarters. Let's finish slicing our apple so we can share it with friends. There we go. Here, friends. Next, let's practice what we've learned with our claw and saw and our bridge cut to cut some long vegetables into different shapes. Long vegetables like this cucumber, this squash, and these carrots can all be cut into fun shapes. Let's start with a coin. I'm going to take my long, round, cylindrical vegetable and using my saw hand, cut this squash into coins. Notice how I'm just sawing back and forth and letting the serrated blade of the knife do all the work. Coins can be a choking hazard for young children, so we want to cut these up even smaller to share with our friends. In order to do that, we can use a little bit of math. I'm going to take these coins and cut them into halves, just like that. 2 equal halves. And then I can take each of these halves and cut them into halves, just like that. Now we have quarters, 4 equal parts from our one coin. And we'll just continue with the rest until they're all cut up into nice small pieces that our friends can share. One fun way to eat these small pieces of vegetables is to use toothpicks and see how many you can pick up and eat. Vegetables that are cut small like this are perfect for stir fries and sautés. Let's learn how to make a stick shape out of vegetables. I'm going to use this cucumber. Let's start by just trimming off the end here. And then you want to cut the cucumber into something you can actually handle. It's a big, long vegetable, and we're going to cut it right in half so that it's easier to work with. Again, this is a roly-poly vegetable, which makes it challenging to slice. So let's use our bridge technique in order to cut it in half to give us 2 flat surfaces to work with. Just like that. We're going to place those flat surfaces down and then cut our cucumber into strips using the claw technique. Now our cucumber is ready to dip. Who's got the hummus? Show us what you've been cutting up. Tag us on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook at Small Bites Club. We'll see you next time.